come on guys, see, there was a whole straw poll of video topics to choose, and you had to pick the hardest one? You had to pick grip? This is the most controversial topic I'm ever gonna do. I mean, there are so many different grips. It's insane, and there's so many different argumentative people on each side of every grip. So, golly, you yeah. I'm gonna pick next week's video. I'm gonna make it nice and easy, and I'm not even gonna worry about it. So you can take a week to think about what you did, and you can pick an easier one next time. But for this week, I have grip. That's my topic. I'm going to get a lot of people telling me I'm wrong in the comments. But whatever. Roll the intro. Alright guys, first off, I went to a theme park yesterday. That's why this video is a little bit late, and I screamed on all of the roller coasters because it's a proven fact that screaming makes them more fun, and that's why my voice is trashed. So if my voice is a little bit low, if it sounds weird, don't worry, I'll be back to my normal prepubescent 22-year-old self next week. But for this video, that's why my voice sounds weird. Anyway, the topic of this video is everything you need to know about grip. Now, this is not every grip in the entire world. There are thousands of grips, and they work well for every different people. I don't believe there's one grip that is perfect for everyone, but I'm going to cover, I think, 3 or 4 in this video. And that should be a good base. If you think you want to find a different grip, there's tons of online resources you can check out to find one that will work better for you. It's important to know that these grips are not everything. There are tons more. There's power grip, fan grip, control grip, that one weird grip that the old guy at the course always uses. There's tons. So check out other online resources if you want to find more grips. But for now, I'm just going to cover what I consider the basic grips. So the idea behind a grip, I'm going to start with distance drives and sort of work backwards in power. So the idea behind a grip for a distance drive is to hold onto the disc for as long as possible. Now, it might not make sense to try and hold onto the disc while you're trying to throw it, but it makes sense. This motion from the disc in the middle of your chest, extending your elbow, is the biggest motion, the biggest lever in the throw. So you want to be able to use this to its maximum potential. Now, a lot of people, when they throw, the disc is popping out before their elbow is all the way extended. And that means they're not getting full power out of their elbow. So the purpose of a grip is to allow you to hold onto the disc while your arm is extending so it can fully extend. You want your hand to be all the way around on the back of the disc by the time you're releasing. Now, you can grab the disc as tight as you want because your hand is providing centripetal force to counteract the centrifugal forces of the disc ripping out. Yes, I did my research. Yes, I know that's correct. So you want to grab onto the disc as tight as possible for a backhand drive. Now, if you have big hands or you have abnormally strong hands, you might be able to grab onto a disc tight enough with a fan grip. You might be able to hold onto the disc all the way out so your arm extends with a fan grip. I can't. My fingers aren't that strong. I like to use a power grip. Now, a power grip is where I take all 4 of my fingers and hang onto the disc with all 4 of them. I feel like that gives me the most control and a most consistent release point. Now, if you have smaller hands or maybe hands that aren't quite as strong, you might like a stacked grip, which is where you're using the pressure of 3 fingers in one spot. So it ends up with a really strong grip, but to me, it doesn't give me quite as much control over the flight of the disc. So that's just an idea. There are tons of other grips you might want to try, but it's important to note that in a distance drive, you want to be holding onto the disc as tight as you can so your arm can extend. Now, you might be worried that you're holding onto it too tight. If you're pulling the disc straight and the disc is moving in a straight line forward, your fingers aren't going to be strong enough to take it off of that straight line and grip lock it. So grip isn't your issue if you're shanking a shot right when you grab it harder. Your issue there is your rounding. And I have an entire video on this if you want to check it out. It's a quick tips video. But that is the premise of a grip for a big power distance drive. Now, if you're not throwing full power, if you are throwing like 70 or 80%, I still like to use a power grip. Some people would change to a fan grip at this point if they have really strong hands or, again, really big hands. I like to still use a power grip at 70 or 80%. I just don't grab it quite as hard. Now, the reason for this is if I'm grabbing it really hard, I'm going to end up popping the disc really hard. The disc is going to have a lot of spin on it and a lot of power, and I'm going to probably throw it too hard. So when I'm throwing an 80 or 70% power shot, I tend to grab the disc a little bit lighter so that I don't have to throw it quite as hard to get it to pop out of my hand. Now, it is important though that I'm still releasing the disc at the same point. My release point is consistent across drives, across controlled shots, across up shots. My release point is always going to be right at the pinch point between this thumb and this finger. Now for up shots, this is the first shot that I change my grip. I go from a power grip to a control grip, what I call a control grip. Now on a control grip, I have my pinky and my pointer finger still wrapped around the rim like a power grip. But because I'm not throwing it as hard and I don't want to have to crank on it to get it to pop out of my hand, I take 2 fingers off of the rim and spread them out on the flight plate. So that's all I've got for this week, guys. As far as next week, again, there's not going to be a straw poll because you guys made it too hard for me. So the week after that, I'll be back on the straw poll. There's just a video I wanted to make for a while. So I'm going to make that one next week. If you message me for a form critique on Facebook, I have been really busy. The state championships with this past weekend. I don't want to talk about how I played, but I've been busy doing that. And then again, I've been out of town. So I'm working on form critiques. It's just taken a little bit longer than I expected. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you message my Facebook page if you have any questions, or if you would like a form critique, I'll get to it eventually. You might want to send me a reminder or something like that. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss next week's video or any quick tips video that might come out between now and then. I don't have a ton of likes on my videos. I don't usually ask for likes, but it'd be cool to see some. So if you want to like the video, I think it's over here. I don't know because it flips it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, slow is smooth and smooth is far.